So you're building an online course and you want to ensure that it will turn into a successful business and provide value to those that you teach. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the most important thing to keep in mind when building an online course. And if you don't have this thing, your course will not be successful no matter how good your content is, how well you promote yourself, or how big your audience is. And what is that thing? Well, it's the idea of building your course around a specific result. If you're new to the idea of online courses, then you're in the right place, because the best time to think about this is before you get started building your course. So keep watching, and I'm going to show you how, why, and what it means to build your course around a specific result. If you want to see more videos like this one helping you grow your online knowledge business, please click like and subscribe below. Hey everyone, I'm Brian McAnulty, the founder of Heights Platform, the online course creation software that helps you monetize your knowledge and get your students results. So the most important thing when building your online course is to build it around a clear result or outcome that your student will achieve. And the first idea about this is that the result that your course is built around is going to help you base the content of what your course is actually about. Because your student doesn't want to learn about a subject, they want to learn about something that's going to help them reach a specific goal or outcome. So when you're thinking, well, how do I build my course? What are the different lessons? Think about the result first that you're going to build it around, and work backwards from there of what the steps are that you would take to get your student to that point. Now, the next idea is that the result is actually how you should promote and market your course as well. So think of the result you come up with as the idea of this is going to be the name or the headline of your course when you go to promote and market it to people, because students are not interested in buying a course from you. They're interested in buying a result and a specific benefit of something that they're going to receive from purchasing this course. Next is that clarity is super important here. So your result should ideally be a clear and concise single sentence so that your target audience can immediately understand the benefits of what your course is going to provide to them. So I'm going to give you an example of a course that doesn't clearly communicate a result and a course that does, where it's about the same subject, but simply by changing how we word what the course is about, it can completely shift what the student's perceived value of that course is. So you've probably seen in some of our other videos that we use a demo program that we've created called Optic Photo. It is an example photography course that we show in some of our demos. So this course is about learning how to become a professional photographer. Now, if I was going to come up with a result for this that wasn't clear and actually avoiding the idea of a result completely, I could say that, well, my course is about learning photography. Well, if you tell somebody that here's my course is about learning photography, that's not really a compelling result to somebody. So if you ask me, well, how much would I pay for a course? It's called Learning Photography. Well, maybe I'd pay about $50 at the most. And that's being maybe kind of generous, because I feel like learning photography, well, why don't I just go on YouTube and search YouTube about how to learn that? So it's not really providing me with any kind of clear benefit that I can understand that I'm going to get from that. And now if you think about, well, what is my target audience? What do they actually want to benefit from and gain from taking my course? Nobody wants to learn photography. They have a reason that they want to learn photography. So now a better way to structure that same kind of concept around a specific result would be to say something like, learn how to get your first wedding photography client. Now you have something that is a real concrete result that you're providing to your potential students. And now, just by that slight shift of wording, you've completely changed the perceived value of your course. Because if I'm someone who I want to learn professional photography, maybe I've practiced photography, maybe I'm interested in it, but I want to turn it into a profession and get a gig as a wedding photographer, now I have the confidence that your course is going to actually provide that to me. And your course, just by that small shift in wording, went from something that maybe I paid $50 for to something that I could potentially pay $1,000 for, because I know that if I do get a wedding photography job as a result of your course, then that could be potentially worth a lot of money to me. So that small shift in wording can not only dramatically change your potential students' perceived value of your course, but it also gives them the confidence that they're going to learn what they're actually after. Now, this is a super important point to keep in mind when building your online course. So I'd like you to sit and think about this for a moment, and when you've come up with your result, leave a comment below and describe what is the result that your course would provide your potential students. And we will go through all of those comments and provide feedback to let you know what we think. Now, when you're thinking of this result, fancy buzzwords are not important. In fact, they can actually be a detriment to how you're naming your course, because you don't want your students to have to assume that what you're saying is going to provide them what they want. You want to show your students that what you're providing is going to give them that result that they're after. So you want to clearly say it to them. You don't want any hesitation or lack of confidence or trust in what you're describing, because your student may not know or even care about what these buzzwords are. But if you just describe it clearly and plainly, what is the result that the student can get, then they'll have confidence and trust in actually purchasing this course that you have to sell them. If you're having trouble coming up with the name for your course and a way to base that wording around the result, we made a blog post that I will link down here in the description, and it has an easy to use formula that will help you come up with the perfect name for your online course. Essentially, what that is taking 3 different elements: the result that you're going to provide, a power word, which is a word that is going to kind of build up some kind of desire around what it is that you're selling and make it more enticing, and then the idea of what is your niche that you're going to provide this to. So combine those 3 things, and now you have a structure to name your course around. And we actually have some examples in that blog post from our own creators where they've done exactly that in the headlines that they've used to promote their course. A secondary headline that you could use for marketing copy should be something that could answer the question, what does my student receive from reaching that result? Now, this could be pretty obvious, but it's still powerful to actually go out and write that in your copy or your landing page or wherever you're promoting your online course. In my example from the photography course earlier, this could be something like, turn your hobby into a business and make a living from your passion in photography. So that describes exactly what the student will be able to do once they've achieved the result that your course provides. Too many creators have failed because they've missed this simple point and have launched an online course without communicating the result that it could provide their students. So if you figured out what the result for your online course will be, again, leave it in the comments below and we'd be happy to provide feedback on it. And now if you're ready to move on to the next step and wondering, well, what do I do next when building my online course? Then check out this next video.